swirling around the gas lamps like restless spirits. London had a way of hiding its secrets behind soot-stained bricks and cobblestone streets, and for Leilani Barham, that was part of the allure. At 27, she wasn't your typical Londoner. With deep chestnut hair that fell in waves to her shoulders and eyes the color of stormy skis, she had a way of noticing things others, small details, fleeting expressions, the subtle changes in the rhythm of the city. Leilani worked at a tiny antique shop tucked away in Camden, a place most tourists would overlook. Her days were spent cataloging curiosities, tarnished pocket watches, journals with fatting ink, and trinkets that seemed to hum with history. But her evenings belonged to the city itself. It started on a Tuesday when the fog was particularly thick. Leilani had taken her usual walk along the river, the sound of water lapping against the embankment mixing with the distant clatter of carriages. That's when she saw it, a flicker of movement in the shadows beneath London Bridge. A figure, cloaked and hooded, seemed to glide across the stone like it belonged to the mist itself. Curiosity prickled at her. She followed. The figure led her through narrow alleyways and forgotten staircases until they reached a courtyard no map would show. There, the figure stopped and with a slow, deliberate motion lowered their hood. Leilani froze. The face beneath the hood was familiar and yet impossible. It was her mother, Marisol, who had disappeared when Leilani was only 10. "You've come," Marisol whispered, her voice both tender and strange as if carrying the weight of decades of secrets. "Mom, where have you been?" Leilani's heart pounded. "There are things in the city, Leilani," her mother said, eyes glinting with a mix of fear and determination. "Things that walk in the shadows, feeding on what London forgets. And now, they've noticed you." Before Leilani could respond, the air shimmered like heat over cobblestones, and the fog twisted into shapes that whispered in languages she almost recognized. A low growl rolled across the courtyard. Shadows stretched and twisted into figures that moved with unnatural grace. Leilani realized then that her mother had been part of something bigger, something hidden from ordinary eyes, a world where the city itself breathed with magic, where every lamppost, every alley, every whisper of wind carried a story and a danger. And now, it was Leilani's turn. With her mother by her side, Leilani would have to navigate the secret underbelly of London, learning to read the language of the fog, the signals in the shadows, and the silent warnings hidden in the city's heartbeat. It was a city alive with secrets, and she was ready to uncover them all. But the deeper she went, the more she realized that the greatest danger wasn't in the shadows. It was in what the city demanded of those who dared to see it.